Hi, I'm Donna. We're going to make date squares today. We're going to start with adding the dates and the water to the pot. So they can soften. Now on my stove I'm going to start off at about 3. So I've taken Pam and I've sprayed the sides and the inside of the pan, and I've taken a pastry brush and I just brushed the pan everywhere. I'm going to preheat my stove to 350. Now, here's how it looks right now. We only just put the dates and water in. I hope you can see that. My dates at the bulk barn, they're already pitted. While that is softening, while the dates are softening, I'm going to start getting the crust ready. And here I have the flour, the salt, the baking soda. We have our butter. And in here we have our oats and our brown sugar. I've now turned my stove up to about halfway. It's softening, it's getting more liquidy like. I hope you can see that. We want to kind of make this kind of mushy and kind of the consistency of like a jelly, and then we want it to be able to spread nice and smoothly, almost like say peanut butter. I've turned the stove back down because I don't want it to burn while I'm waiting for it to finish softening. Okay, so here's how it looks. It all just pulls together like really easily. It's soft and mushy. Okay. You may find that you need to add a couple extra drops of water just to keep it moist while it's softening. That's okay. So, but you see how the liquid is all absorbed, and it just nice and soft and spreads around nice and easily. Now, we'll set that aside. We'll set that aside and start on the crust. Okay, so we'll add the butter. It says to add it in chunks, so I just have cold butter and I just pull them apart just like I do with my biscuits or anything else that it calls for cold butter. Just make little pieces, or you can actually cut them into little squares and Make it all pretty. Alright, so now I'm just going to use my fingers and squish it all together. You could use 2 knives or pastry cutter. We're just going to make this kind of crumbly. Hands are clean. I always wash my hands before I start in the kitchen. Okay, so it's kind of crumbly. Okay. Now I have the brown sugar and oats. I'm just going to add to it. I think I should have used a bigger bowl. I think I better switch bowls. And just continue squeezing with your fingers all the ingredients together now. And it's okay if you still feel lumps of butter, small lumps of butter. Kind of toss it around with your hands a little bit there to mix it all in. Okay, so here's how it looks. See? Kind of crumbly. Okay. Now we'll take about half of that and place it in our pan. And we'll kind of press it in. It doesn't have to be too hard, but press it in firm enough so that, you know, when they're done and you go to cut them, that they're not all just falling apart on you. I just take my fingers and press down. Okay. Now we're going to add the dates. Just spread that around. Try and make it all even, like somewhat even as you can. Saw how easily that spread. I hope it's even. I find a lot of peace and enjoyment in baking. That's something I've learned since I've started this. Okay, we're going to do the top. Just add the mixture. Spread that around. Try and put that in there evenly if you can. And if you take your time and enjoy what you do, that's what you should work on in your life. Try to find things that give you peace, a little enjoyment. So I press this down, not too hard, but you know, just kind of firm. Just to try to keep it in place for when you're cutting it. Something I just heard. Don't let other people determine your happiness. If somebody or something makes you happy, that's what matters. Okay, so now I'm going to put this in the oven for 25 minutes. Our finished date squares. They look yummy. I'm just going to let it cool some so that I can cut them. Thanks for watching.